Good morning students, class 7 science, in which we have discussed our chapter number 10. This is regarding the respiration in organisms. First of all, we have learned about the respiration, that what is respiration and what mechanism have been taken place in this process. So in respiration we have seen that we have two types of respiration inside the body. The first one is external respiration, or it is also called as a breathing. On the other hand, second one is internal respiration, or it is also called as a cellular respiration. In a respiration process, actually our body have do the breakdown of glucose in presence of oxygen that will form the carbon dioxide and water, and this process ultimately release the energy to perform all the functions. So in this process we have seen that the glucose is always break down in presence of oxygen only. So this oxygen is supplied to the mitochondria or the cellular level by our breathing systems or respiratory systems, we can say. In breathing or respiratory systems, we have intake the air with the help of nose. It will passes to the nasal cavity. After nasal cavity, this air goes with the help of windpipe to the lungs. In lungs, the small alveoli are trap the oxygen in capillaries. In capillaries, we have seen that the pulmonary venules are the blood supplies that have carried the oxygenated blood to the heart, and from the heart, pulmonary arterioles are comes with the deoxygenated bloods, and at the alveoli end it will form the network like structures. In network like structures, it will very thin and minute, where the oxygen are diffused into the blood and it will get converted into the oxygenated. Okay, after that we have seen the breathing process. In the breathing process, generally the humans are do two types of work or two type of mechanism they have performed. The first one is inhalation process and exhalation process. Inhalation process means intake of oxygen to fulfill into the lungs. On the other hand, when we release or expel out the air that have been filled in our lungs, is called as the exhalation process. With this figure we have understand that in inhalation process we have intake the oxygen, it will goes by the air track into the lungs. Our lungs will increases inside and the diaphragm will move down and the rib cage are expand to outside. On the other hand, when we expel out the air, our exhalation process are going on. When we release the CO2 and gas, then what will happen? The rib cage retract and diaphragm relax. In first position, the diaphragm move down. On the second position, the diaphragm move up. This is the main function or mechanism that is involved in the process of breathing. Our next topic is inhaled air and exhaled air. The composition of inhaled and exhaled air is different, because obviously we know that we have inhaling the air for the purpose of oxygen. We want the oxygen, so we have inhaled, but as well as exhaled air also have also oxygen percentage, but as compared to inhaled, it is in lesser amount. Inhaled air has more oxygen and less carbon dioxide, while the exhaled air has more carbon dioxide and less oxygen. The ratio are just opposite to each other. In इनहेल्ड एयर दैट वी हैव इनटेक, जो हम सांस लेते हैं उसमें 21.7% इज ऑक्सीजन एंड 0.037% is CO2. On the other hand, when we expel out the air, in which 16.47% is oxygen and 4.47% is carbon dioxide. Here we can see that the percentage of carbon dioxide is more as compared to inhaled. So this is the ratio we have seen here. And after that, the next topic is cellular respiration. The respiration is divided into two categories: external respiration and internal respiration. External respiration are generally called as a breathing. On the other hand, internal respiration are called cellular respiration. In cellular respiration, the oxygen that we inhale diffuse into the blood in the lungs. The blood when takes it to all the body cells, blood has a pigment called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the red colored blood that we have generally seen whenever our body gets cut or damaged or any injury we have found. On that condition, we have seen the liquid substance are excreted out, that is called as a blood, and it is red in color just because of the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a heme and globulin protein content that have property to bind itself to the oxygen, and from oxyhemoglobin okay, hemoglobin is the content that are found in the blood. This is a pigment. When it react with oxygen, it will form the oxyhemoglobin. In this form only oxygen is carried in the blood. We have also seen with the help of this figure, this is our lungs, and this is our tissue. In our lungs, what will happen? The oxygen comes, the CO2 and the pH all are here. The oxygen get diffuse out and get combined with the hemoglobin part. This hemoglobin carry the oxygen and come to the tissue or cellular level, where it will release the oxygen. So by this process, the hemoglobin is the carrier which carries all the oxygen molecules and reach up to the tissue or cellular level. How it is done? It is done hemoglobin to oxyhemoglobin. Okay. Come to the next point. Cellular respiration takes place in the cell. In this process, the sugar molecules in the digested food are oxidized to form carbon dioxide and water. Already we have seen this equation at the beginning of this lesson, that how the glucose are oxidized or get converted into the energy in presence of oxygen. It will get converted into the carbon dioxide and water and release the energy. The chemical reaction involved in this process are as follows. How it will happen? We have intake the food. The food is source of glucose and energy. So this food are going into the body, and the oxygen that have been goes with the help of respiratory system. Then what will happen? This food is undergo in the process of cellular respiration, where water are released, carbon dioxide are released, and energy are released. So glucose plus oxygen will release carbon dioxide and water and a large amount of energy to perform all the activity. The carbon dioxide release is transported back to the lungs through blood. As we have seen that our hemoglobin are carry oxygen, as well as it will also carry the CO2. When it release the oxygen in tissue or cellular level, it will carry the CO2 and release into the lungs so that we have expel out into the air. The reaction shown above is somewhat similar to the reaction that occur during combustion or burning. As usual, we have seen this reaction. This is happen inside our body, inside the living organisms, but same functions have been done when we have burned, when we have do fire on any combustible materials. So same process are going on, glucose are get burned and it will release the CO2 and water. So this is the similar reactions that we have seen. Here is the differences. What are the both process? Combustion, it is a fast process. Obviously burning of a substance is a very fast process. On the other hand, cellular respiration is a very slow process. As usual, we have intake the food, take the energy, and this energy will get converted into the simpler form, and our body get find to this energy. This is very slow process. On the other hand, combustion, it occur at high temperature. Obviously our water get boil at 100 degree centigrade, and different type of combustible materials have their different ignition points and burning points. On the other hand, the cellular respiration, it occur at body temperature, means at 35 degree centigrade it will be going on. Energy release is given out as a heat and light. When we have do combustion or catching fire into any combustible material, then we have seen that it will produce the heat and light. On the other hand, energy is released in step and stored as a unstable energy molecules called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It can occur anywhere, but the cellular respiration is always happened inside the body at cellular level. Okay, this is the differences that we have seen. That next topic is breathing in other animals. Okay, as we have seen, in humans we have the lungs, but similarly there are so many type of animals that do not have the similar mechanism as the human, so we have learned about them. Human have lungs for breathing. Similarly, many animals like frogs, snake, crocodiles, birds and other mammals also have lungs for exchange of gases. But many other animals have different organ for breathing, means in different animals have their different type of mechanism, different type of body organs for exchange of gases. The first one is breathing in insect. In insect, small openings are present on the side of body. These are called spiracles and they help in exchange of gases. Spiracles are connected internally with the network of air tubes called tracheae. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि किस तरह से जो छोटे कीड़े होते हैं उनमें स्मॉल पोर होते हैं, और वो जो पोर होते हैं उनसे वो डायरेक्टली ऑक्सीजन को ट्रैप कर लेते हैं. द एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर रिच इन ऑक्सीजन इंटर द बॉडी थ्रू स्पैरोकल्स इनटू द ट्रैकियल ट्यूब्स. It then diffuse into the body tissue and reaches every cell of the body where cellular respiration takes place. The CO2 released by the cell goes into the tracheal tube and expand out through the spiracles. तो हमारे बॉडी में जैसे फेफड़े होते हैं, लंग्स होते हैं, वैसे इनके बॉडी में स्पैरिकल्स पाए जा रहे हैं जिससे गैसेस एक्सचेंज हो रहा है. और इट विल हैपन इन विच एनिमल्स? इन इंसेक्ट ओनली. ऑन द अदर हैंड, ब्रीदिंग इन अमीबा. In unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium, exchange of gases or breathing takes place in a simple diffusion through the process of cell membrane. इनकी जो कोशिका का सबसे बाहरी लेयर होता है, सेल मेम्ब्रेन होता है, वो सिंपल डिफ्यूजन मेथड के द्वारा गैसियस एक्सचेंज करने में मदद करता है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन इज़ ब्रीदिंग इन अर्थवर्म. हमने केचुआ देखा होगा. केचुआ जो है वो अपनी स्किन से सांस लेता है. it will breathe with the help of their skin. Earthworm breathe through their moist skin. Gaseous exchange takes place directly there. इसकी स्किन, क्योंकि अक्सर हमने इसको बरसात के मौसम में देखा होगा, तो बारिश के समय जब इसकी स्किन मॉइस्ट होती है, गीली होती है, तो वहाँ से वो सीधे ऑक्सीजन को ट्रैप कर लेती है. अर्थवर्म बॉडी हैज़ टू स्टे मॉइस्ट एंड स्लाइमी बिकॉज इट अलाउ ऑक्सीजन टू डिफ्यूज़ फ्रॉम द एयर टू स्किन. इसकी स्किन हमेशा चिपचिपी और गीली रहती है क्योंकि ये डायरेक्टली ऑक्सीजन को हवा से ट्रैप कर रहा है. ठीक है. अर्थवर्म टेक ऑक्सीजन डायरेक्टली थ्रू द एयर स्किन एंड गिव ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड टू द सेम वे. Okay, that's all for the breathing mechanisms.